Bend the knees and bring the feet together to a butterfly position. Now notice how the feet are touching or not touching, and I'd like you to bring the outer edge of the feet together and turn the inner edge of the feet away from each other like a book, if you were opening a book. Notice when you do that, the knees will come a little lower. If you feel any tension in the groins or in the knees, scoot those feet a little further away. Catch your ankles, lengthen the spine, and hinge forward. Take the chest towards the toes. Press the four corners of the feet together, but move the toes away, and notice how much forward hinge you could do with keeping the back straight. And then come back to a straight spine. Grab your block, place it between the feet, skinny side. Press the feet in, four corners of the feet, pull the toes away from each other. Inhale, lengthen up, and hinge forward. Notice this feels a little harder, no rounding yet, just hinging, straight spine. And then come back from there. Grab the block, medium width, and a little further away from the groins. Press the feet into the both sides of the block, lengthen up, and give me a little forward hinge. With your elbows, you could actually use the elbows to press the thigh bones away from each other. Breathe and come back. And we'll have one more movement before we actually hold the position. So block is the widest width. And probably your feet are a little bigger than the side of the block. So make sure that the heels are touching. And you're actually going to grab the top of the foot and help the top of the foot to round over the block, stretching the top of the toes, the top of the feet, and the instep. Press the heels into the block and stretch the top of the foot. This will give you a great stretch through the front of the leg, through the front of the muscles, and the fascia in the front of the leg and in the top of the foot. Give me a little forward hinge. Notice how that feels. It might not be too comfortable, but we get it out of here in a moment, and then come on out. Now take the block to the side and bring your feet together, just as we did at the very beginning. And notice, oh, the hips are so much more open. And now we do the hold, we're gonna hold the position. So lengthen up, hinge forward first, then start rounding the shoulders up to your ears, reach the chin forward, catch your feet, round, 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 round over, bring the forehead to your toes. And if you just made a face and said, well, that's not gonna happen, this is why you have your blocks. Highest height, medium height, lowest height, or no blocks. Please find what works for you. This is going to be a 3-minute hold. So we're going in slow, maybe a little higher than we would think we can. Use about 50-60% of your ability to fold forward. Let the shoulders come all the way up. And let's quiet down everything for a moment until we figure out if this is the right position. Release the head completely. Tuck in the chin to your throat. And you can turn your head a little bit from side to side just to lengthen the back of the neck muscles. I'm going to lift my head so you can hear me, but please keep tucking the chin in. A couple of times turning the head from side to side. Then maybe nodding, lengthening the back of the neck. And then notice that your forward fold, it became a little easier. Bring your attention to your hips and to your groin muscles. Make sure that you're not holding and you're not squeezing your glutes and your pelvic floor muscles. Again, I'm lifting my head. I need you to keep releasing your head. You don't need to look, you just need to feel. The more you can roll the shoulders up to your ears, and the more you can tuck your tailbone under, the more stretch you will get through the fascia, through the entire back. There are a couple of options in here. You could stay quiet, hold, and just work with your breath. If you'd like a little adventure, you could start opening up the sacroiliac joint just by reaching the right femur, right thigh bone forward while you pulling the left thigh bone in, and then maybe do the left leg reaching forward, right leg comes in. Those are all options. Once you do it maybe once or twice, your forward fold will increase. So as you can see, this is not a typical yin practice. I do add a lot of mobility drills, a lot of rehabilitation and prehabilitation drill, prevention drill to the poses of the yin practice. We have to find the practices that work for us in any kind of exercise program. Can I round a little more? Did I choose the right height and width, releasing all the tension from the back fascia? I could actually come a little lower. Let's take 3 more full breaths in here. This is the quiet part. Once you're ready, place the hands down in front of you, under your shin bones. You can press down, keep the chin tucked in, and push yourself up to seated. Re-lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, up, back, and down.